All right, have and have not fans, it's Tuesday night and I have two videos coming your way. I literally just got off of work and I'm trying to record really quickly. One video has to do with the scandalous ending of the last episode where Jim and Catherine are getting it on. However, everything is not what it seems there. This video is going to be about a topic I've been asked about a lot, and it's in regards to why is Candace going off on Benny at the funeral home. It goes about saying that it comes down to grief, and it seems like Benny has had enough of Candace's shit, and I can't wait to see what happens. But first and foremost, I just want to let you know that the reason I say I'm recording quickly isn't necessarily because the episode is about to come on at 9 o'clock. It's 6:36 p.m. while I'm literally holding the microphone in my hand, but it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, on the East Coast, I'm in Virginia, we're going to be hit by some of Hurricane Irma, I believe is the name of the hurricane that's going on Florida, in Florida, and then moving up the East Coast. I was at work. It got really dark. Thought it was going to, pretty much cancel work due to the pending storm, but instead it was just a massive rain pour. And it looks like, the clouds are going away. So the reason I say quickly is the fact I'm trying to go ahead and knock these videos out now, in the event that the power goes out, or even worse, even worse, if it rains so hard that it messes up my satellite connection. I don't know about you all, but I hate it when it rains or it's like snows or whatever, and that disrupts my Wi-Fi and my cable, so I can't watch the episode. Hopefully that's not the case. So anyway, to the point of this video, I really just have to say that I've said this since the episode preview of this picture right here where Candace is like yelling at Hannah's face. I've always wanted this scene. This scene is what I've been waiting for. I mean, the Malone Warlock shootout, I waited for that, but it didn't turn out as good as I thought it would be. I just feel like this scene right here between the three of them, it's about to go down. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see them let go of their emotions. I mean, what has me going is the fact that Candace is clearly going to be upset at Hanna yelling and most likely cussing at her. I mean, over the phone, she literally said that she wished she was dead. And to us as an audience, we saw Hannah's pain when she came out of that bathroom with Q's dead body in her arms. We saw the pain when she was waiting in the hospital waiting room and just was crying out in disbelief of what was going on. When Catherine came, when Mitch came, when Benny came. We saw the pain when she went to Catherine's house and again was in disbelief and was washing the blood from her hands, planning the funeral. We saw all that pain and suffering, and I've never seen such an uproar for Hanna in a positive way. Like, the fact that Crystal Fox was playing the hell out of that character. And we see all that, and then we have this number 9 come out of nowhere saying she wishes Hanna were dead. Why didn't you protect my son? This is your fault. And it pisses me off. It literally pisses me off. And again, if you say I'm an anti-Candace person, that's not the case. I'm not against Candace. I'm against her actions and her character traits. I'm not saying I hate Candace. And again, I've already done a video, am I too hard on Candace? So that's, I've already defended myself. I'm just getting down to the nitty gritty. There's just no excuse for the way she's acting here. And again, the fact that her and Benny's going to go at it, I think. And again, based off the little preview we got, it looks like Benny says something along the lines, look, I'm just sick of you. And then Candace goes off on him like, I'm sick of you too. All you've been talking about is your tow truck dream ever since you were a kid. And I'm just like, oh damn. So it's about to get lit. Here's what make me upset. And I feel like this is going to be the case, that the fight between the Youngs at the funeral home is going to be the cliffhanger ending. I only want that to be the case if we get the full argument. I don't want one of those things where she shows up, looks pissed, her and Hanna go at it, but then Benny seeing how upset. I mean, this is one of those times I'm glad Benny is finally fighting for Hanna, so to speak, because in most cases, it's Benny, he loves his sister and mom. Without a doubt, I do not. There is no doubt in my mind. He doesn't like the way Hanna treats Candace, and it's been shown that he's not one to tolerate Candace, disrespecting Hanna. It wasn't until post-coma, so to speak, that Benny was more inclined to be on Candace's side in terms of, lying to, because I'm not mistaken, like, I wouldn't say he was the perfect child. He was a good boy. But Hanna said that, it really wasn't until you started acting like your sister that you would lie to me and stuff like that. And I believe that based off what we've seen in the series so far. And to see him, again, to see his mother in such pain about losing Quincy Jr. when she did everything that she could to protect them during the shootout, and then to have Candace jump down her throat, he ain't having it. He ain't having it. And then the last episode, it wasn't that good in my opinion, but I did like the scene where Benny, he could see that his mother has lost it all. You know, the fact that Hanna Young, of all people, wouldn't even join in the Lord's Prayer. That lets him know right there that his mom is really empty on the inside. Now, to be in that state of pain and then to have her daughter, who had little to nothing to do with Quincy Jr. when he was alive, to just jump out of nowhere and then go down, just jump down her throat, he ain't having it. So I'm glad to see Benny stepping up. And I hope that I'm not giving him that much praise now, but then the argument turns out to be lackluster. But based off the little previews we've gotten here there with the physical body language, in the clip we just got a couple hours ago, it looks like Hanna just seen a ghost when Candace walked in there, because it looks like she's still shaken by the words that Candace said in regards to, you should have been the one that's got shot. And then, Candace's face, and it's about to go down, y'all. So honestly, in regards to why Candace is lashing out at Benny for, one of the first times, that we've seen, I chalk it up to grief. I'm not saying that she'll be sorry for what she says later on, but at the same time, it's one of those moments where you really should be around the family, but you're going to push them away and do something Candace like. And that's not good at all. I mean, the fact that she already got rid of Warlock set speaks volumes in itself, because the next thing is Charles is gone now. And pretty much, it's almost like Jim, after burying Amanda, he went to a new level of cruelty where he, put Wyatt in jail and everything. And that led to him getting raped. I mean, honestly, Wyatt got what he asked for. Let's just be honest. I'm not saying the raping part, but that was all Veronica, due to Wyatt saying that he was going to betray him also, tomatoes there. But all I have to say is that I feel like it's going to go down, and I really just want to see it all come out. I feel like, it's one of those we all got those family members where it's pent up aggression and anger. You get it all out, even if it's like throwing chairs, breaking stuff, punching each other. At the end of the day, once those emotions are all out in the open, then you could truly heal. But let me just say that the Young family, and that's not to say anything of the Harringtons and Criers, there's a lot of healing that needs to go down. Let's just put it that way. But again, I feel this look that Hanna gives right here, I feel like this is the look where it's about to go down, because she's had enough of this. And I can't blame her, because again, I am sorry for Candace losing the child. I believe, and again, I've said this in the videos, that I believe that Candace does love Quincy Jr., but not to the extent that Hanna does. Not to mention, I feel like she loves her lifestyle on the run and whatnot, conning people more than anything else. But what I will say is I believe Tinka Sumter will be able to deliver, because given the fact that these episodes were recorded during the time she was pregnant, I feel like now her being a mother now, if she did these scenes now after, having her child, I feel like they'll be on an entirely new level of real, because I could probably feel that in Tinka's heart while acting out these scenes, she's portraying a mother who legit lost her child. So her having a child now, I can just see that she might be able to carry that pain in terms of her acting ability would just go through the roof. It's amazing now, but I feel like it would go to another level in terms of if she was acting as Candace losing Quincy Jr. after Tinka already had a child. Are you following me on that? She can imagine the pain if she lost her child in real life and then portray that as Candace. So even while pregnant, she's probably relaying those same emotions. So the pain of a mother losing her child, that's going to come out on top of the fact that she's a bad bitch to begin with. So the fact that she's about to lash out at anyone and anything. Remember when she thought Benny died in season 2 when he was gone from the hospital, but it turned out Catherine moved him? Remember, she was just emotionally numb to Amanda, to Jeffrey, to everybody. The same thing's occurring now, just like when Jeffrey saw Candace at the hotel and she just passed by, and it was after she found out about her son. So with that being said, this isn't a super long video, but it's just my 2 cents that it's mainly going to be chalked up to grief. Candace is going to have it out. Benny has had enough, and Hanna, all I got to say, folks, is let's just hope it's a good episode. But hey, on a more serious note, it looks like the clouds are coming back again here in Virginia. So if you can keep Virginia in the prayers, as well as North Carolina, Florida, basically the East Coast, not to mention, if you have the opportunity to donate even $1 or $2 or canned food to, the relief efforts in Houston, please do, because again, I work in the call center, as I said before, at Liberty University, and there's been a lot of students that I've spoken with who had to, come out of school due to the events going on there. So again, keep all the weather victims in your prayers. And hey, if you're on the East Coast like me, hey, just, don't go outside if you don't have to. Because again, last thing you want to do is try to lose your life going out to get some food during the haves and the have-nots. So let's stay warm, stay safe, and I'll talk to you later.